I'll start with a webinar that I was participating in. I wasn't on it was a U.S. Patent and Trademark Office webinar that was on anti-piracy, and it was about 5 hours long with an hour break for lunch, so from 9 until 3. And interestingly enough, I was able to ask a question, and it was directed towards a federal U.S. Circuit Court judge who is very familiar with piracy and has ruled on a number of different cases, significant cases. Not just on that, but she's definitely a great person to ask. And I asked her basically in terms of what you would look at if a blockchain secured asset was presented to you as evidence. What are the benchmarks you would use to make it admissible into your court? That was the gist of the question. And I had a feeling what she was going to answer, but it's great to get confirmation from a federal circuit judge. And she said, I've not had a case like this yet, but what I would use is the federal rules of evidence. And that answered the question. That's what we needed to concentrate on. And it was great because now I'm doing a deep dive into all that and being able to present what we can do along those lines and how we can meet the federal rules of evidence, which is crucially important when it comes to intellectual property. And we're unique in many ways in terms of this. And we'll see if we are actually the first blockchain that's accepted within the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and then the Copyright Office. And someone who is presenting evidence and or presenting their trademark or copyright as proof, the asset would be proof. So that is a huge deal, and it's going to take time. That's not going to happen overnight. The government, the person who put the seminar together, the webinar together, is in one of the offices at USPTO, and she's an attorney. And I went back and forth with her via email. And after the webinar, I wrote her and said, hey, thank you for getting my question on. She was the one who read the question. And I said, thanks for getting the question in. It really answered a question for us. And it helped us refine things. I'd like to present some information to you all and have you look at what we can do in terms of trademark protection, that kind of stuff. And we would be happy to talk with appropriate people. So she wrote back and she said, hey, you know what? Send what you have and I'm going to pass it along to the emerging technology group within the USPTO. And they're the ones who are dealing with AI and blockchain and other technologies. So I've been working most of the weekend on getting that out either tonight or early tomorrow morning for her. And there's 2 phases to that. One is explaining what Raptoreum can do and make it dialed into the emerging technology offices, ballywick, if you will, their interest level. And then I'm currently working on the deep dive for federal rules of evidence. And it's loads of fun.